everybody. I'm Steph.
I'm Michael.
And today we have our weekly recap for April 1st, 2026. No joke.
That's right. No joke. And so we were not here on Sunday because we were at Tennessee game days. So we're going to do our weekly recap, including everything we played up through Tennessee game days.
Ooh, yes.
So, and there was one day that I did not make it to the convention because, got to work. And so,
there were a lot of games played.
Yeah, we did.
I'm trying to look. So we lasted our update on the Sunday 22nd, right? That was the last update.
Yes, so we're starting on Monday, the 23rd.
Monday. Okay, so we did play a game that day.
Yes, we did.
I'm like, there's been a lot of games played. So I had to make sure we're clear.
Several games were provided by publishers, not all of them, because we do get a lot of games played at conventions that are not provided by publishers, but there are a lot that are provided by publishers, but they did not give them to us for us talking about them in this weekly recap. They gave them to us because they know we like to play all the games. You got to just sort of work that in there, right? Yeah,
I'm not very good at it.
You got to just find a way.
I just say all the games.
So on Monday, we started off with a game that is not up here. I was just looking because we already did
a video for it
and the expansion. First, we played Keystone North America 2nd Edition, and then we played it again with the ocean coastal expansion. I was about to say ocean expansion, coastal expansion. So
we don't normally play back-to-back games, but because the game is pretty quick
and we don't always play all the expansions.
I tried to, but it's hard because
it's really hard.
One, you don't really want to be teaching people games with the expansion if they're just playing for the first time. So I'm often teaching the base game of games, and so you have to find repeated players that are willing to play for the expansion experience.
So we had already played Keystone North America before, but we had played 1st Edition, and because we want to know how different 2nd Edition is from 1st, we played 2nd Edition with no expansions. Just how is the experience now? And so we got the new 2nd Edition, which is a 2-player version. Fortunately, you can expand it to 4 players, but I assume that is a way to keep the prices low for a game. A lot of people just play games 2 players. And the game works great 2 players. Right. You don't have to have a 3rd and 4th player expansion. So they're like, people who want a 3rd and 4th player can get the expansion. They'll be happy. Players that just have 2 people will get this game at a lower price point than it normally would be. So they're happy. So
actually, funny story. I put out the BGG news blog today about Rose Gauntlet games. And the first thing I talked about was this game. Mm-hmm. And basically, there's a whole interview that I read with Isaac Vega, and he's like, that's exactly what it was. Is that most people are playing it as solo or 2 players, so they're just like, we're gonna make it cheaper because the price was it was a really quality game, the 1st edition, but it was a higher price point because it came with like the mats and everything for the player boards and like a lot of like extra, right? So the price point was higher, but they saw that people were playing solo most of the time, so that's why they put extra content for solo in the expansion, because a lot of people want that. Yes. And so it is the easier price point, and they changed the artwork to be more readable across the table, and so that's why they did
I gotta say, I had a better experience with 2nd edition than 1st edition. Yeah. So, and obviously the 2-player doesn't bother me at all because
that's what we're playing.
It's the 2 of us here.
Yeah. That's exactly what it was, and we really liked it. And so, we really like the expansion too. It adds more critters, and it has more solo stuff, like I said. So definitely had a good time with that. So check out our videos Because we did do videos for that.
Yep, it's got a small world style drafting mechanic, and you're trying to place things on your 4x4 critter grid, and trying to make things be in the same habitat, make sure that the numbers go ascending order or descending order, and that's really difficult for those middle columns that are full of like 4s, 3s, and 2s. Right, it's impossible to match everything. You can't possibly
have a good. You can't possibly have a row of 4 in every row and column.
Right. I mean, yeah. I mean, if you can do it vertically, you can't do it horizontally. I mean,
it's just one thing or another.
Yes, it's going to be one thing or another for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah. That said, I really enjoyed my play of it, and after playing the coastal expansion, I got whooped at it because you really know how to exploit the coastal expansion, but I think I enjoy it even better with the coastal expansion. So
it says it's the same playtime, but it's not, because
no, it's not.
You are just prolonging the game by allocating cards to a different location, so it's not going to be the same.
Because normally the game will end when the grid is filled. Well, you can put your cards into these conservatories instead of putting it on the grid. Well, those are turns that are just going to prolong the game. That said, if the extra playtime doesn't bother you, then the coastal expansion is probably just fine for you. So, and it's not a long game. So it's not like we're talking, it doubles the playtime or anything. You okay?
Yeah, I'm just joking.
Okay, so then late that night, we played a dexterity game, which you have to play dexterity games after midnight. It's the
rule of dexterity.
Called Cat and the Tower, in which
it's co-op.
It's co-op and competitive. You can play it 2 different ways. We played it co-op. You're trying to make a cat climb this wobbly card tower.
And they're different heights of these little walls. So. And
they are just barely different sizes. We're not talking the difference between these 2. We're talking slight differences.
But it's enough to make your tower really sketchy.
To make the floor start, being slightly off.
Yeah.
So we had to get the cat to floor 10. In order for the cat to bound up, you have to fulfill one of the goal cards. If you can fulfill the goal cards, which usually consist of having kitties above your cat named Toto, I think his name is.
Yeah, which is really a dog's name.
Yeah. So you have to bound him up a couple, 2, 3 floors at a time, trying to get all the way to floor 10. Unfortunately, we had gold cards that we had to keep adding more levels. And we got to level 13, and somebody who has short arms could not reach up to level 13. We're
playing on a table as tall. And then it got really, really tall.
Really tall.
And I had to go on my tiptoes.
Next time, get a step stool.
Yes, that's what we need, a step stool.
Step stool.
Yeah. That's what's up.
So who is Cat in the Tower by?
Arcane Wonders.
By Arcane Wonders. So, then you had game day on. No, you didn't have game day on Tuesday. It got canceled.
Yep. So I played online Tipperary with Cosmic Beat, 20 million games.
And Thursday was Tennessee Game Day's day 0. So
Mike and I played some quicks at lunch.
Because that's what we do.
Played quicks. I love quicks.
We played a couple games of quicks, and
that's what we do at restaurants. We play quicks.
Yep. There's a great iOS implementation.
That
highly recommend it.
Doesn't exist anymore.
What?
Does it exist anymore?
I'm not sure.
He's got all these special apps that you can't get anymore, so you might not be able to get it. I don't know.
I'm not sure.
But I love quicks.
Yep. And so we got there, and They said that they would have everything all set up by 3 p.m.
Nothing was set up.
Not a thing was set up.
Oh, so we went to the little cafe area.
Yeah, they got a Starbucks, and they're doing construction down there.
Oh man, it was rough. I'm we gotta move right now.
So we just set up on a cafe table, and several of our friends gathered round, and we played a game of Soothsayers. By Play to Z.
Yep.
Provided by Play to Z.
Yep.
So everyone knows that we have the craziest games. So they know we could be bringing out anything to game day.
Well, Jonathan said he was coming, and so that would make us 5 players. And in our stack of games that we brought, which was a small stack at this very moment, there was tons in the car, but we couldn't bring it all in. So at this very moment, we only had 1 or 2 titles that played 5, so this is the one we played.
I mean, we had to bring out something that fit the player count.
Right, so that's why we picked this one, and I didn't know anything about it. So yeah. It said 30 minutes on the box.
Let's find out.
I got the box.
This says 30 to 60 on BGG. You've got the box. There it is. Well, why don't we pull it up here?
There you go.
30 to 60, just like it says.
Yeah. So okay, so we learned the game, we play the game, then maybe things will be set up. We can go move after this game. So that seemed like a good playtime. I'll be honest, the artwork doesn't thrill me for this game. So it's not exactly a pretty game.
It's a tarot themed game.
It is tarot, and the art is definitely tarot. So yes, I agree with all that.
Yeah. So this is an engine building game. Where you are adding cards to your tableau in order to give yourself, various powers, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So the cards numbered from 1 to 6 are in 4 different colors, and whenever you are activating one of these powers, then everyone else at the table can do a San Juan type of follow action, a Puerto Rico sort of follow. So if I do a draft card action, I can probably draft a bunch of cards. Steph can draft cards based on what her draftability says. If she has a high enough level to follow me. Sorry?
It's not that big.
No, it's not big.
It just looks big.
1, she has enough power in drafting to follow me. And 2, she even wants to follow me. Alternatively, she can just pass and get some gold. So if she does not have enough power to follow me, she can still follow, but it's going to cost her coins. So the powers are to take coins, draft cards into your hand, play cards from your hand into your display. However, when you're playing cards into your display, you can only go up by 1. So if I have a power 1 card, I have to put a 2 and then a 3. Or you can skip 1 level if you... Is it pay coins?
Yeah, pay 5 coins or something.
Yeah, So the cards only go up to 6. And there are only a few of those in the deck. So if you are quick and you draft those away, you've got an inherent advantage right there. Because there's a longest road style mechanic to this. Ultimately, your goal is to try to collect 5 runes or 5
in a 4-player game
stones or whatever it is. If you have the highest value card in a color, you're going to put a rune stone on it or something. But ultimately, whoever has a 6 is going to get that rune. So basically, if Steph's got a card with a 4 down and she's about to win the game, I need to play a 6. She'll never take that from me again. Mm-hmm. So finally, there are tarot cards that will increase the power of these normal cards. Those tarot cards range in values from 0 to 21, I think it is. And they are going to modify the abilities. Ultimately, the game is fine. I think that the cards in the engine going only to 6, and that's a hard cap on that longest road mechanic. It's sort of underwhelming, in my opinion. I think they probably could have done something to clean that up, but ultimately, it's not a game of points. It's just a game of trying to get 5 runes.
Yeah, because I don't think I ever went above 4, but I managed to sneak in a win because I controlled the tarots of different factions. I think I even bought one.
Yeah, you can actually buy a rune if you've got enough coins.
So they get more expensive as they get purchased, but
yeah, the tarot cards are definitely a different size. You've got lesser and greater tarot. Can't get in the box here. So you've got, I mean, if you enjoy tarot artwork, then you will enjoy these kind of things. The blue and the green color, where you can see the ability and then the follow ability. The tarot ones are definitely larger. As you can see, you've got the tarot sized cards. Some of you will recognize
it's definitely the tarot art style.
There is, well, not just the art style, that is the actual art from a certain type of tarot card. I don't know exactly what the name of it is, but that is an actual type of tarot. See if I can find that here. It is not readily apparent, but that is actually, they've also got 2 sets of tarot cards. So when you've played the game enough and you've played with one full set of cards, you can switch over to the other set or mix and match as you want. Yeah, I am not sure what is the, let's see. Oh, they originated in the popular Rider-Waite Tarot deck, illustrated by Pamela Coleman Smith, published in 1909, which means it's now in the public domain.
Got it.
And put these back in there. So anyway, that is Soothsayers. And it says Capture the Tarot underneath there. From play to Z.
But most games that are race games, I'm not the biggest fan, because then I'm close and then everybody gangs up on me and then I have one.
Well, that's what we did, right?
Of course. That's to be expected.
It's
not my favorite, that's all.
So yeah. Ultimately, like you said, you did come ahead with the win. Then we got the room all set up.
Finally, we could go over and get away from the noise, because it was really bad.
At least a side room, they were still setting up the main ballroom.
Yeah.
And so our friend Charlotte, who used to have a BGG blog, and abandoned it, but a lot of people might know her from the Board Game Geek blog space. Our friend Charlotte and we played Twisted Trumpets.
Yeah.
Who's that by?
Also, Play to Z.
Play to Z. So,
this is a tile game.
In Twisted Trumpets, you are trying to draft and play tiles to a 4x4 grid to try to basically make your trumpet. You want to make the twistiest, craziest trumpet. Basically trying to make a trumpet as crazy as something like this. And you're going to get points for having a big, long area from your bell all the way to where you blow into the trumpet. There are ways, as you see, to split the trumpet so you can score from many different directions. And yeah. I mean, that's basically all there is to it.
Yeah.
Also trying to get the goals that are set by the royals. You want to please them and you want to do it as quickly as possible, like get everything in a horizontal row. Once you've got that, you put your disc on it.
Yeah.
So I basically focused on getting those goals done quickly, but I left a lot of open spaces on my trumpet. Charlotte focused on ending the game quickly. Steph did a combination of things, and I thought this game was going to be lopsided. Initially in my favor and then out of my favor because I had all those broken parts on my trumpet.
Right.
And it was 58 to 58 to 56. Steph had 56. And then we had to go to the tiebreaker, and it was pleasing the Royals for the win.
Ill deserved.
So, it was an enjoyable experience. Ultimately, I don't think it is a game that I have to keep because I got to say, tile drafting games and tile placement games have been done to death. So you really need to do something that stands out if you're going to do a game like this.
This is a good game.
It's good.
And I would play it happily. I feel like it's been done a million times, like you say. Like it doesn't stand out for me at all, and it's good.
Yep. And that is Twisted Trumpets from Play to Z.
Then we could set up the room, and then we took a lot of time to do that. But after all that, we did have a huge group of people looking for games. So I'm like, okay, what handles a lot of people? And actually, I brought a bunch of games that handled big groups of people. So the first one we played was a game called Cork.
No.
Oh, no! I missed one.
You missed a game?
Well, it's later in my day because I missed it.
Oh, you missed putting it onto...
One more game with Charlotte first.
So, we did play one more game with Charlotte.
And then we played it with a big group of people.
It is called Got 5 from Blue Orange because Blue Orange sent us a whole bunch of games. We're like...
Well, because Blue Orange is now distributing yellow games.
Yes.
And so they sent a bunch of yellow titles.
Yes.
Plus one of theirs.
Yes. We're like, we haven't heard from Yellow or Blue Orange in a while, and boom! As soon as we say that, their ears must start burning.
Yes.
I have to give Steph games.
That's right.
So,
But I actually love logic games, and this is a logic game.
And I gotta say, this one is pretty good because you have 5 different color of these critters. As you see, you're going to have 5 different color of critters, and you are going to be looking at your critters like this. You do not know what the numbers are on the back of these critters, but as you see, they're any number from 1 all the way up to 60. Now, they're not bingo style where green is always the smallest and orange is always the biggest. They go this way, 1 to 5, 6 to 10, etc. You're going to have your the players who are playing against you. Hey, look, that's pretty awesome. I love that. That's the best. Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
That's awesome. Somebody's got to clip this. That's great.
Oh my God. When we do this video, you're going to have to do that.
Oh, that's so good.
Oh my God.
Now I have to just keep my mouth here for the whole video. So the people who you are playing against will set up these critters in order from smallest to largest. So I have a big green critter with a mouth, and the blue is the smallest one. That's so good. On your turn, you're going to draft one of these guys, and then you're going to ask with any of the ones that are face up and available. You're going to say, where does this little guy fit on my board? And they're going to slot it in like this 4. You see they're slotting this in. So that means my blue is definitely a 3, 2, or 1. Oh, look, there's only one option for that. It's a 3. So I know what my blue number is. So the other thing you can ask is how many that they have, like 1 to 3. What are they, Steph? Stars?
Dots.
Figaro. Someone, the chat demands it. So there are little dots on it, and you'll put the little critter behind your critter and say, does this match the number of dots that is on mine? And then they'll say yes or no, and that will help you determine what yours is. Whoever gets their numbers decoded first is ultimately the winner. So
that's hilarious, by the way. That's really funny.
That's so good. Anyway, this really works as a logic game.
Yeah, I liked it. I should have just taken a 50-50 shot at mine.
Because so you can at any time. Thanks for the clip, Scott. So do a front of the box so Steph can have a shot.
Oh geez.
Oh yeah, we can do that.
Nope.
Oh, it's
not the right color.
Slightly the wrong color green on this side. So here, we'll put it over here. Where are you, Steph? There you are. Figaro. That's great.
Figaro. It's fun.
So, yeah, I actually really enjoyed this as a deduction game. Oh, yeah, there's a little dot on it right there. You can see.
Yeah.
Da-da-da. So, ultimately, I guessed mine, and then she said she'll take the 50-50 shot just to see if she would have got it. Yes, she got it right. But if you fail, you're totally out. So
yeah, it was probably worth a shot.
Yeah, that is
50-50.
Got 5 from Blue Orange.
I like it. We'll show
Me
it later.
too.
All right, fine. So now we had a big group of people.
Hey, now we can talk about this one.
Cork.
And so
there's been tons of editions of this game. I've played it.
I didn't know. I've never heard of it.
I've played it before as Carla Cat, which I think it has its own separate entry on BGG. So this is a new game. And so it's been out there for like a long time. It's kind of like a public domain kind of game, you know what I mean? Where it's just been around in different formats for like a long time. And so
the op decided to make their version.
That's right. And honestly, this is probably the best version because of the component quality is so good. And
it plays 8 players.
Yes. I think they all play a bunch of people.
So you've all got corks on strings.
Right.
And so you put the cork out on the middle mat. The the cupper, is going to roll the dice inside this cup, put it down. And here's the catch. You lift up the cup. Everyone sees if the number is either 7 or doubles. And if it is, you got to pull your cork before the cupper catches your cork. So there's Steph's Figaro on the clip now. And you posted a slow-mo video of this, of Susan basically giving it her all.
Well, we played the game, and I'm like, okay, let's play a few rounds, and I'll record some video as it happens.
And we did, and it got a bunch of views.
I'm looking now. So on Instagram, it has like 28,000 views.
Wow,
that's crazy.
That's pretty good.
That's crazy. It was a good slow-mo for sure.
I mean, not as many views as Bonds gets.
No, of course not. Of course not. But my videos aren't as detailed or cool. I do fun moments.
Yeah. And so ultimately, once somebody gets to 15, the game is over, and whoever has the lowest score is basically the least penalized. and they win. Steph is the least penalized with only 2 mistakes, one of which was done by someone who
was proxy.
Yeah, because you had to I
had to help sell a game or something.
Yeah, something. So, yeah. So Steph only got 2. I was at 7, not so bad. But, yeah. Somebody had 10, 9, 10, 15, and Steph with a big 2.
I would have been 1.
Well, here's the thing. You have to try to get other people to pull their cork at the wrong time. Let's say I roll a 6, and I go like this. And Steph pulls her cork away. She gets penalized for that. So, as long as I don't cup the corks, then I don't take any penalty.
Yep.
I can make you think I'm going to do it.
Michael makes it a bluffing game.
I make it a bluffing game. And it works out. So one time it backfired, though.
I think you got
accident
every time.
I did. I go like this on my with my hand and not pull the cork, and she'd pull her cork away. It's so funny. So that is Cork by the Up.
Yeah, it's fun. Little
Great for big groups.
Yeah.
Then we played Time Bomb. Moriarty versus Sherlock.
This game's been done in many formats.
So we open this game up. I'm like, hey, what is this about? And we start reading the rules and we're like, this is exactly Don't Mess with Cthulhu, which is exactly almost Temple des Schreckens, which is exactly an original. Originally, it was Time Bomb, all one word. Somehow, this managed to get a separate entry from that. Yes. I don't know how.
Because this has a space.
This is clearly different with a space.
Well, different theme, but originally it was a Japanese game, and so I'm glad it's been getting a ton of iterations as people can find it because it's so much fun.
Yes.
And so just pick your flavor of theme and go and seek it out because the game is great. So
yeah. So if you haven't played Don't Mess with Cthulhu, then this is, I would say, identical except for the components. If you already have Don't Mess with Cthulhu or any of its variants, and especially if you have the deluxe edition, then you do not need this copy. Because I'm fairly sure there are no variants in here that would make it any different from that.
No.
So this plays from 4 to 8. So if you enjoy games where there are several people on the Moriarty team trying to blow up Big Ben, several people on the Sherlock team trying to prevent that, and so instead of looking for the elder signs for Don't Mess with Cthulhu, you are looking for the diffusing wires, the disarming wires. And instead of Cthulhu coming, it would be the bomb blowing up. So same thing, different thing.
Yep.
And that's Time Bomb from Yellow.
I really like it.
Yep. Then we played a game called Fitty. 55. From Yellow. This game plays 3 to 7 players, and because we had a lot of players, might as well do it. This game is at its best, I think, with more players.
Yeah, because you're gonna cross lots of people and try and so this is a weird number game where you have to write down, what is it,
5 numbers.
5 numbers, ranging from 1 to 49. And you're trying to have the biggest gap between your number and what other people say. And the more of the gap that you have, the more points you're going to get. But if I say...
But it's better to... So, if 2 people collide, like if we both have 37, neither of us get gap points, but we both get
whatever's on
whatever the collision points are, which is on there. So let's say I had the 37, Steph has the 38. I'm getting 1 gap point. I might have been able to have 2 or 3 collision points.
If you collided versus that, yeah.
Yeah. So sometimes it's better to collide with somebody's number than to get a small gap. If you get a large gap somehow, then that's the way to get a bunch of points.
But you want the points for the large gap, because if you can hit a certain spot on the point tracker, you're going to get a crown, and if you can get 2 crowns, you ought to win.
It's an instant win.
So getting points on that track is really important if you can.
If you can get 2 crowns instead of playing it for 4 rounds,
right,
then that is the way to go. Well, otherwise, it's most points wins.
I didn't get 1 crown. I was not good at this game.
I got a crown. I was looking. 3 players were looking for their 2nd crown on the final round, and it could have happened.
I think the game is super light. It didn't really wow me. I thought it was fun, but I don't know. It's not really the party game I'm looking for.
Well, so here's the complaint with this game. It is ultimately the same game every time, except for the group you're playing with. And there's really not a lot of strategy to it.
You just write down some numbers.
Because you're just writing down numbers. Now, a lot of people will say, oh, no, it's super important to write down you want to write down numbers in every 10, or you want to make sure you get the number right before there's an illegal number. For example, if the illegal number is 3, you can't do 13, 23, 33, 43.
But then everybody's thinking
everybody thinks that. So it's a first, second, third guess sort of game where you're trying to outguess your opponents. But ultimately, it's not real difficult. As you see, this is
0.5 stars.
0.5 difficulty.
Yeah.
Or not hard at all, because you're just picking 5 numbers.
It's very easy.
So, that said, this was an enjoyable time.
Yeah.
And that was the cool thing about the games we played today is wow, none of these were really bombs.
Yeah.
It's because we play a lot of bad games.
Yeah.
But none of them were just I wish I hadn't played that game.
This one was Time Bomb.
No, I meant bombs you don't want to play it. You know what I meant. So all the games that we played on Thursday, pretty darn good. And then it came Friday.
And you didn't come on Friday.
I didn't come on Friday.
But it meant that I played all the games I love.
That's right.
I would not normally play.
Yeah, so...
It was a great day for Steph.
It is a great day of reliving old class. And that's something that a lot of people ask us, do we get to replay games just for fun? A lot of times it takes a convention like this and then us not being together so that she can play all of her favorites or I can play all of my favorites.
And so I got there super early on Friday.
Which is one reason why I didn't go. The other reason being it was a work day.
And so I went super early. I played Fields of Arle with Charlotte, 2-player. It's a game that I love near and dear to my heart. And I don't get to play it frequently. And she was like, I love Fields of Arle. I'm like, great, I'm bringing it. So it worked out. And she didn't mind playing with me, even though some people would mind. So the second game I played...
You're not going to say anything about Fields of Arle for people who haven't played it before.
Fields of Arle is a heavy Euro game from Uwe Rosenberg, who I love so much. His games are my favorite games. You know, Feast for Odin and Caverna. I love his games. So Fields of Arle is my favorite of his, followed closely by Feast for Odin. But, you know, it's you spend time on the farm and you get to make animal babies and you buy some buildings and worker placement done in a creative way, which I love. So
I mean, technically, you can't make animal babies.
No, you do it, the little animeeples, and they make little animeeple babies, and they go in the stable, and it's so cute. And then you put googly eyes on them.
Do you put googly eyes on them?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
I gotta do it.
You gotta do it.
Gotta do it. So Fields of Arle, fantastic. The second game I played was Oracle of Delphi because I can't get it played anywhere else because
get it played right here.
We're so busy. All my friends on my Tuesday group won't play with me even though they love it because I'm too good at it.
Yep.
So they refuse to play with me. So my only chance really to play it is at conventions. So Charlotte hadn't learned
when she ropes in a new sucker.
That's right. Charlotte had never played and she was willing to give it a go. Chase doesn't mind playing it with me. Last time he also won the same turn I did, but I had more Oracle cards meant, which means that I get tiebreaker, so I won. Mm-hmm. Same thing happened this game. He lost by 1 Oracle card.
Oh, he played before.
He's played before. He knows that I'm a shark at it, but he's willing to take the...
Yeah, but tiebreaker.
Again, same thing. He knows. And we actually ended up teaching his kid Oracle of Delphi as well.
Another super smart kid.
Super smart. He's totally into the Greek mythology gods. So
he's like 7.
He was like so into it.
8?
I think he's older than that.
8.
I don't know. He's pretty young, but...
Yeah, he's not 10.
But he was doing really well and apparently talking about it all night afterwards. Like, to Chase, he's like, well, I should have done this, and this, blah, blah. So he was all about it. And afterwards, Charlotte had kind of a bad game because she lost 2 turns. You can lose a turn. It never feels good to lose a turn, and Michael knows this. Everybody knows this. We don't like this mechanic. However... in this game specifically...
Well, don't take risks.
You can mitigate it by getting rid of the injury cards.
Exactly. You can't take risks if you want to not miss your turn.
So you can play safely by getting rid of these cards, like Michael's saying, even though it's not usually optimal to do so. However, you run the risk that you might lose your turn. And Charlotte had a really bad roll against a monster, so she ended up getting an injury card, and then we rolled out a 6, so she got 2 more injury cards. So she couldn't really plan for this unfortunate second loss of a turn. But on the plus side, afterwards, after the con was over, I'm like, what was your favorite game that you played? She's like, Oracle of Delphi. I'm like,
now I gotta say,
that's right.
So Indy Bob said, what is my favorite Euro? Mm-hmm. Right? He asked before this stream,
Euro. Yeah.
What's my favorite heavy Euro?
Yeah.
And the convention where I played Oracle of Delphi was at Gathering.
Yep.
And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, the Gathering month, April, is almost always
jam-packed.
The month that we played the most games, and I think it was the month we played 92 games that month.
It was a lot.
Oracle in the number 1 spot. I'm fairly sure that's what happened.
The game is fantastic.
So that is a contender for one of my favorite Euros. And I've only played it once.
Yeah.
But it made that much of an impression that out of the 92 games we played that month, clearly on the top.
And everybody will tell you I'm not a fan of race games. And this is a race to finish your objectives and get back. And you either win or you lose, or tiebreakers in many cases is Oracle cards, which is basically extra actions you can have. So, yes, totally awesome because... I love puzzling out the best moves. And, like, everybody has similar goals. Like, if I have to deliver the red cube, you also have to deliver the red cube. So I need to make sure I get the best red cube before you get the best red cube. And so there's a lot of that going on the board, and planning out every move you can do and trying to get the bonuses early. It's just a lot of great things, but you're managing dice rolls. So you want green, green, yellow, but you get red, red, blue, and you're like, how do I make this work? I love trying to mitigate bad situations to my benefit.
Yeah.
And figure out maybe I don't do that now. Maybe I go do something else because I have these dice at this moment. And so there's so many great things about that fight. It's one of my 10 out of 10s. Like I love it's in my top 10. It's such a great game.
What I might love even more than Oracle, since you mentioned Uva, is Le Havre.
I love Le Havre. I mean, that's a 9 out of 10
that's
for me.
That's a clear 9.5 out of 10 for me.
Oh, so. Yeah. I mean, I love Uber Rosenberg. So, but both of those games, 10 out of 10s, like in my top 10. So I had a really good morning playing my favorite game.
So you're like, she didn't even care that I was out of the picture.
No, I was like, are you sure you come after this game? So a lot of people don't like Delphi because it's not like any other Feld title, right? It's so different than any of his other. So people go in with their mindset it's going to be a great Feld game, but it's totally not a Feld. Like, it doesn't feel like a Stefan Feld game. So I think people kind of don't like that, or they don't like trying to like mitigate the dice or manage the injury cards because you lose a turn. It is a feel bad moment, and you're gonna lose your turn.
I like a lot of Felds.
Oh, me too.
So, yeah.
Me too. It is easily my favorite Feld. So I think things like that, people don't like Delphi, but I play it and I love it. I know people do love it, so it's a great game. So I was really happy to play it. My friend Jeffrey showed up to this convention, so I got to play
one of your
games.
old Dice Tower East friends.
So from the first time I went to Dice Tower, which was Dice Tower Con at the time, number 3, back at like the old DoubleTree, way before you even started going, like Jeffrey was always going to Dice Tower. I'm like, well, if you ever want to come to Tennessee Game Days, you can play over here because we don't do Dice Tower anymore, East. So He decided to come, and he's like, I always try and get this game played at a convention, Mosaic. Do you want to play that? So I was like, yeah, let's play
Mosaic. Fantastic game.
Again, they are great games.
Yeah.
But
I wouldn't necessarily call that a Euro.
I also wouldn't call it a Euro, but it is Euro-y.
Yes.
I wouldn't say like Euro though. I would say more Civ.
It's a card-based Civ builder.
Yeah.
There is a big map on Mosaic, but don't get fooled into thinking it's dudes on a map. It is not. It is area control though. Mm-hmm. So it is definitely a Steph game. And
so we played that. And it was not the pretty big edition, but it was just the
Colossus edition.
Yeah, it was not. It was just the generic one from the library copy, but we still played. It was great. Yeah.
So James says we should play Druids of Edora when we come.
It's on my list for gathering to play. So if we played it with James, that's fine too. I would like to play it because it's the new Stefan Feld game, which is I haven't played yet.
Now keep in mind. So Michael, do we have it?
No.
Okay. Keep in mind,
Michael hates.
We only have a certain amount of hours to play.
All the games.
And I don't learn well from other players, mostly because I have to end up teaching the rules. So it will be a long rules teach if we are playing a game that we are eventually probably going to get.
I'm not sure we will, because who knows about Ravensburger anymore? I don't know.
Oh no, they like us, so we'll work. Yes, I can read the rules on BGG, but that also requires that it requires a lot of stars to line up, because if we're not intentionally doing more games right now, I really, if I'm reading the rules to something else on BGG, I could be playing one of my backlog copies of whatever. So there's not a lot of spare time is what I'm getting at. So
and then
I don't know.
Jeffrey had never played Underwater Cities, and Jonathan was looking for a game, and that's Jonathan's number 1 game.
Really?
So I'm like, let's play Underwater Cities. Of course, it's a great Euro game, I guess.
I enjoyed playing it.
And Jeffrey loved it. Jonathan loved it. I won.
Big surprise.
Hey, it's Jonathan's favorite game. I don't expect to win that game ever. So
just because it's his favorite game doesn't mean he's good at it.
But he is good at it. He's won the first time we played. And so I'm like, I'm never going to win against Jonathan in his own game, but unlike him, I will play. They won't play with me with my favorite games, but I will play their favorite games.
Yeah, what's up with that?
What's up with that? But I won, so that made me feel good because I'm actually fairly good at the game, but whatever, it's fine. A good track record. And then everybody dispersed and got food, but we came back together to find Moon Colony Bloodbath.
Oh, I love Moon Colony Bloodbath.
So the three of us and Dean joined in, played this game. I taught it. And they loved it so much. We played
mean
twice.
Dean, who was Callie in Battlestar Galactica and shot me in the face?
That's the Dean.
Okay.
Yeah. Of Meeple Town.
Yep.
So they loved it so much. We played back-to-back games. It's a fun game. Okay, so it's just it's one of those games that takes like an hour to play, and so it's just easy. And then you flip cards, and bad things happen, and good things happen, but mostly bad things happen, and it's just a fun.
I want to say that it just gets chaotic fun, but there is some strategy to it.
Oh, 100%.
So, I mean,
100%. There's actually one of the games, 2 people survived to the end.
I'm shocked. I've never seen it.
I'm also shocked because I had never seen it until then. And then so there was a winner because someone had more people left over than the other person. So that was crazy. And we played Loot.
Loot.
That's been a go-to filler for us.
With 3 O's.
At Jonathan's recently. So been playing that. And it's a
that one is just
tile laying game. You're placing Vikings to collect resources and then put them on your board to try and like puzzle yourself out.
You mean the board that's the same every time?
Yeah, but you can take different goals, and so you're doing different things.
More Vikings.
I really like Loot. So I get that you don't like it.
I like the mechanic of the map in the middle. I dislike the static game boards. It's always the same. It's always the same. It's mostly just an
empty map, but yeah.
But the same, the coast is in the same place. The castle's in the same place. The dimensions of the map it's the same every time. Mm-hmm. And you're really not organizing them any different. It's just the order in which you get them. Assuming you can get them from the map in the center. It's fine.
It's just the castles and stuff are gonna
the recipes you start with are different. Yes.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. That they're different, but I get it. It's not appealing to you, but I really like it for a really quick game, and it works well.
Nobody likes for me to point out that a game has weaknesses. I think that is the deal.
Oh, you could point that out.
It doesn't seem like it, because I point out Sweetland's weakness, and everyone's like, yeah, whatever.
It's not whatever. It's like it's something that doesn't bother me. So I get why it bothers you. It doesn't bother me. Therefore, it doesn't.
There's a lot of games that could have used more cooking.
So many.
That's this.
Sure, I agree. It doesn't hinder my enjoyment of the game particularly. It can easily, if there are flaws like that in other games, it can easily impact my enjoyment of a game. In this particular case, it doesn't. So I like playing it. And
then I wasn't there, so I can't tell you what.
No, I was just reading his comment. You could put your little huts and things in different locations, and that's fine. You could do it if you want to house rule it like Bob.
Yeah, or not have a fixed board. That it would be no board
and just place. Yeah. You could do that. And then we finished the night really late with a game of Rascally Rabbits, which was pretty hilarious late at night because eggplants and boys are boys. So there were a lot of eggplant jokes.
I don't know. I think I am past the internet age where we use peach and eggplant to talk about things, where we usually just type the word out. So
that's probably true, but it went over really well. So this is Rascally Rabbits is a Basically, create your own hand of cards. It's a
for what it's worth, Carrot's probably even.
Yeah, exactly.
More.
I agree.
Whatever.
It's the known emoji, thing. But
sure.
So it's a trick-taking game where you craft your hand of cards at the start of each round, using this little like dry erase sheet.
Dry erase card.
Yeah, it's a dry erase card.
So you're playing cards without playing cards. Taking tricks without playing cards.
It's so unique, so clever. I super love it.
Be sure to check out our breakdown of it, which we've already done a video on.
Yeah, we did the video for it, and it's
totally unique.
Going to Kickstarter in July. Everybody who played it really loved it, so I know it's going to be a big hit for Tate, which is great. I saw a comment somewhere like he's going to skip Spiel this year, but he'll bring Rascally Rabbits next year.
Oh, he's skipping Spiel
this year, yeah.
Oh, I was unaware of that.
And so I'm like, I commented saying you won't have any left. You're going to sell out of Rascally Rabbits for Spiel 2027 because I think it's going to be such a big hit that he's going to sell out. It's just such a cool game.
My only concern is. My concern is that every card has a 1 through 16. Mm-hmm. Like if I shuffle up a deck of cards and deal you a hand of cards, there is a chance that you are going to end up with an unbalanced hand. Yeah. There is zero chance to end up with a really bad hand with the Rascally Rabbits card. So I'm a little concerned that the gameplay will become samey after a while, because no matter how you scramble the numbers up, it's going to be an exactly average hand, with the exception of maybe where the 16 is, where the 1 is.
And that makes sense. I understand that concern.
That's my one concern.
So he's still in the development phase, and he might add other things like cards that have dupes on it. Like, I agree, like... if you have 2 3s on your board, that could be interesting because I know you played a 3 carrot, and then you can maybe play a 3.
Yeah, that's another thing. I can predict what's in her hand, at least the number.
Yeah,
because I know that she's already played her 3. It can't possibly be a 3.
Right, and so it could be interesting to have random numbers like that on your cards, or like a blank section where you can write whatever number you want in it. Or
Scott with the link to our video. Thanks, Scott.
Yeah.
You're on it.
So then we're at the next day.
Oh, yay. I was there that day. Saturday. We did not get up super early. No. Like you did the day before.
I would have, but I did get home working late, so.
But all we have to do is switch it. Stay up late. Am I right? Mm-hmm. And so we started off with playing Echoes of Time from Cranio Creations.
Yeah.
So in Echoes of Time, you are trying to put cards into your fellowship. And you do that by playing them to your playing board. Cards have 2 mechanics, that 2 costs, I should say. There's a cost in cards and a cost in time. The cost in cards obviously comes from your hand. Cost in time is where you put it on your playing board. And there are mechanisms by which all of your cards are going to shift 1 space every day, but you can accelerate the cards moving towards your fellowship. Once your card falls off your board, it goes into your fellowship. And other games do this mechanic of sliding cards on a time track or on a board, but I prefer how Echoes of Time does it. So props to Cranio Creations for that, because man, it just works. All of these cards will allow you to do some kind of ability based on what the card is. There are also strength values on creature cards. There are creature cards and artifact cards. The creature cards can be used to take over a location, something I did not do in our game, that you and Jeffrey both did. you guys fought over the locations, and I just tried to stick with everything else. And so I thought that I was wondering, is my strategy going to work at all? Because those locations can be worth quite a few points.
That's right.
Ultimately, though, I got 39, Jeffrey 40, Steph 42. So that lets me know there are multiple paths to victory. Another thing that I think really needs to happen for a game to really be fun is that you don't have to do certain things in order to win. Yes, I did get last place, but I don't feel like I was that far behind.
Right.
If I just played another couple of different cards, maybe I would have made up that point gap and won the game.
Yeah,
so
it's a beautiful game. I get why there was so much buzz at BGG, because when at BGG Fall, beautiful. It plays quickly and it's easy to teach and play, so it makes sense to me why that's been such a hit. I enjoy it. It's actually now on BGA for those who want to play it. So, and
it's a Luciani game for those who
one of the designers sure.
Follow that sort of thing.
Yeah. And then the other one I really wanted to play was our new game of Let's Go to France. And so super big hit was Let's Go to Japan. So that's like a lot of people love that game. It's gotten a lot of love, and for a reason, because it's a great game. So when I posted about this in my stack, I was like, oh my god, what's this about? How's it good? And what's the differences? All those things. And so we're actually going to do a full stream and playthrough on June 3rd during the Kickstarter. So they're sponsoring an event for us. So that's really cool. But I will say, this is quite different than Let's Go to Japan, while having the same feeling, because you're still drafting in the same way, but everything you're doing is like different. So I'll let Michael talk about it.
So like in Let's Go to Japan, a lot of people who have already played that already know that it is a game where you are trying to place cards into your weekly, you're doing a 6-day trip to Japan, 6 or 7 days. I can't remember which. It's 6 in France.
It's 6 in both the 6.
So you're planning out your vacation and then going on that vacation. And in Let's Go to Japan, you are basically trying to minimize how many times you flip-flop from Tokyo to Kyoto to Tokyo and Kyoto. And that comes with its own challenges. Let's Go to France has it to where you just have one location. It's basically anything in France.
Yeah, it's one deck of cards.
But they change how they do things by putting the ticket icons that you normally get to go back and forth from one city to another in Japan. You move your traveler along a map of France. And when you move your traveler to a location, you get the thing at that location, which can give you all of the symbols that you are collecting. You're collecting symbols sort of like Terraforming Mars style. But then once you are at the end of the game and you are taking your trip, you're moving from Monday to Saturday, collecting those icons along the way. And I love games with cards where you're collecting icons of sets of things. Like with Let's Go to Japan, the card that is last in your column each day is your highlight of the day, and you're trying to get more points by optimizing those things, like get points for every combination of like food and history icons that you have seen up till this point in the trip. Love pattern optimization like that.
So other things that are quite different. Each day can now hold 5 cards, which is very different. Normally you just do the 3 each day, but each card has a time that like you're exerting your strength.
It makes perfect thematic sense.
So the more time you spend in the day, the more tired you are, the more unhappy you get. So
it's like, yeah, it's at a convention. You're playing all these games. If you try to put all of these games in one day, you're going to wear out rather quickly. And that's going to make you cranky the rest of the convention or trip or whatever. It's the same analogy for that. You want to get exactly 6 time to not lose any, because if you get 6 time, you gain 1 energy. 5 or fewer, you gain 2 energy. 7, you lose 1. 8, you lose 2, lose 3, lose 4, lose 5. You don't want to lose energy. Not like that.
Because the other difference is this happiness track, you're going to lose points or gain points every day.
Energy track.
The energy. You're going to gain or lose points every day depending on where that falls. So you're going to want to stay in the positive energy because that gets you positive points. But the more cards you play, the more unlikely it is you're going to have that energy that you want. And so normally in Japan, you're collecting the symbols on that day to gain you the happiness for the overall happiness of your trip. And so this is by the day now, and you don't have that restriction of like wanting to play all of the theater in the theater day, because now the tokens work a little differently. So
I love this. I gotta say,
it does a lot of different things. So it definitely feels like it stands on its own. And if you have Japan, I'm sure you'll probably like this one. And Jonathan's like, I need both. I'm like, I need both too.
I would say I need both, but I think I prefer France.
It's fair. I prefer both.
And this was provided by AEG.
Yes. And so the next one, we had only 3 players with Jeffrey, but we did play a game of Rowdy Partners, which is a trick-taking game. And so
from Capstone.
Yeah. And so it probably is best with 4, but it was fine as 3.
It was fine as 3, and I compliment them on making this where you are able to play it with 2 or 3 players, even though it's clearly designed for 4. Yes. They really did a good job of balancing it for 2 and 3.
It's tough. It's a tough game. I was by myself as my own team.
Yeah. So oftentimes trick-taking games with 2 players don't tend to work all that well. I've seen a lot of wrestling games come through, and they are usually not all that great. This does a really good job of getting that wrestling feel and making a good trick taker. Because based on what you play, I mean, it works like a standard trick taker. But here's the catch. Whoever took the trick plays first. Is it first and fourth? Yes. They play first and last. The other team plays second and third.
You have to follow suit if you can.
You have to follow. It's a must follow sort of thing. And there is no trump suit. Here's the cool part, though. If Steph plays a 6, for example, and I want to make sure that she does not somehow end up winning the trick, I can also play a 6 of whatever color, as long as I am allowed to play that 6. Remember, you must follow. And it will basically, it's a counter move. And it will counter whatever she just did, which is really cool. Now, a lot of wrestling games that have 4 players, there's 2 people in the ring, right? And so a lot of games will focus on the tag mechanic. Oh, now it's you. This doesn't do that. I can contribute because I'm a team member, and you've seen the crazy wrestling things where the person outside the ring, grabs somebody so their partner can hit him or whatever. I guess that's maybe what's happening here. But if I win the trick and I was outside the ring, basically now I'm in the ring and I can take damage. So every trick, some wrestler's going to take damage, but then it takes, whenever you get down to 0, it takes more damage to finally push them all the way to being eliminated. And ultimately, that's what you're trying to do. All 3 of us were down to nothing before we were.
But I was down and out.
Yeah. So Steph played a headliner. She was by herself. The headliner and her manager. The manager works by playing a face-up hand of cards.
Where I will pull from either my hand of cards or the table, which they know the table. So we know the table. If they see a green 3, they know I have a green card no matter what. So I would have to follow with that if I had no green here, or I could follow here if I had green. But you know that that's going to be one of my cards. So playing to what they know, and I'm like, I don't know what to do.
But really, you were not that far off from eliminating either of us.
It's really hard to be in the middle.
It's really hard to be in the middle.
Really hard to be in the middle. And then you guys would tag. There was actually like little tokens that you could turn around. I'm like, I had him, and you're like, tag, and I'm like, no, tag. Oh, I had it.
So yeah, I think ultimately this game does work.
Tons of powers too.
Yeah. So. Yep. We've only seen what, 3 of the powers. So yeah,
there's so many.
And so
it's very cool.
Yeah, definitely check out Rowdy Partners from Capstone Games.
And then you got together with friends and played a game without me.
I got together with friends and played my favorite game. Who knows what it is? Anybody? Anybody?
I know what it is.
What is it?
Warehouse 13.
That is a game I enjoy. It is not my favorite game.
No. Nope.
Even if it is
your game.
My game. It is a game inspired Warehouse 13, and it is Battlestar Galactica.
Battlestar
Galactica. I always love playing Battlestar Galactica. We played with 4 people who had played before, all of whom have played it with me before, and 1 new guy who had played Battlestar but wasn't sure he's played it with some of the expansions, but not all the expansions. Most of the time, that means that it's going to be a slog. No, this guy was fast. He was quick.
You'll have to remember who he is.
I have his name right here. First and last name. It's right here in my phone, so I am ready to invite this dude back. I decided to play Romo Lampkin. I looked at my card. It said, "You are a Cylon." I'm like...
He loves being a Cylon.
I love being the Cylon, and it has been a while since I've been the Cylon.
Really?
Yeah.
Not every time?
Chris, who we have talked about on this stream before, Chris played as Callie. We had 1 pilot, James, no, wait a second. I have the wrong person in here because I have Jeffrey playing. It is not Jeffrey. It is James.
James.
I don't know why I have Jeffrey in here. James was our only pilot. And that is doom, death, and destruction for Team Human. So I already thought that I was
ready to go,
going to do well. So I ended up with a card in my hand that would automatically airlock somebody. Here's the thing. They only had 1 pilot. If I airlock any of the other people, they just turn into pilots probably. So I just need to airlock the pilot.
Right.
And so I did. And I made him lose his whole hand of cards. And it was great. So everyone knew I was a Cylon. So what does Callie do? Remember what I said what Dean did to me the last time he was Callie?
Yeah.
Chris walked up to me and went, boom. Callie shot me.
Yeah, so you dead.
I was eliminated, but that's okay. I'm a Cylon. There are many copies. So I went over and did Cylon things. My partner, Crystal, was doing things. I suspected it was her, and she was not playing very smart. But ultimately, we ended up turning their population, which had gone down to 5, population went to 0 with a Cylon ship activation. They all died. So, good job, Team Cylon.
Nice.
I looked at my stats. Since I have been keeping track, I have played 15 games since 2021.
Good.
Which is, it's sad. I need to play more.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, that's 5 years, 15 plays. That's only 3 a year.
That sounds about right. Mostly conventions.
It's mostly conventions.
But if we start hosting game days, maybe you can start getting
maybe so.
So.
But I have an 11-4 record since I've been keeping track.
That's pretty good.
And that's pretty darn good.
That's pretty good.
Actually, let me make sure. Scroll down. Is it 15 or 16?
Do you keep track of the characters 15. You play as too? I
do not, but I have a good feel. Oh, I haven't played this guy in a while. Okay. So James chose his randomly. I also chose mine randomly. It's like, yeah, because I've chosen so many times. There's no reason to pick my character.
Unless you feel like playing a certain way, then maybe you pick a different character.
Exactly. So
nice.
That was super fun. What did you do while I played Battlestar?
Well, I was trying to figure out what everyone was doing, so I taught Jeffrey Foxy, because that's a 5-minute game.
Foxy is so good.
And
I know Foxy. Lots of y'all out there love Foxy.
Foxy's great. It's just such a pleasant little filler, and it's just so easy to explain and play, and then you play again or whatever. We only played once, but
didn't play Speed Foxy.
Basically, I did. I was like, giraffe, zebra, giraffe. Just going at it. So Foxy's always fantastic. Yeah. And then as people are done, we're like, okay, so David came over, then we grabbed David's, and I'm like, well, what should we play? So we went to the library, and we're like, okay, we all like Ark Nova, we could do that. And then I was just scanning. I'm like, oh, Jeffrey was scanning. He's like, Caverna. I'm like, I love Caverna. Let's do Caverna. And he's like, Carnegie. I'm like, I love Carnegie. Let's do Carnegie. So I kept jumping to, and we settled on Carnegie. So I was happy with that because I love Carnegie. It's a game.
This is truly a convention of your favorite games.
I know. I mean, Carnegie's 10 out of 10 for me too. So I was like, great, let's play. It's a game I don't often get to play. David's played before, but
was that like your number one in the year that it was?
Yeah, but it was prototype, like, right? I mean, it's definitely a fantastic game. So, yeah. So I taught David. I retaught David because he's played a few times. But, it's one of those games, like, if you don't play it 80 times, like I've played it.
I would forget.
Yeah. I don't forget because when we were playing Prototype, we were playing online. It was during COVID time. So we were playing, like, literally all the time.
Right.
Like, it was a game we were constantly just playing. So remembering the rules is very easy for me because I've played it so many times.
Right, for sure.
And so I won.
Shocker.
Shocker.
Notice whenever I'm not playing, she destroys her competition.
It's just hard to find willing participants who wants to play Carnegie. Nobody.
That's why we work out, is because I provide a challenge for her.
Oh, sure.
She destroys her competition.
Just a little bit. It took a long time. So you guys were basically finishing your game when we finished that. But I really wanted to play Torchlit. You were done, but you didn't want to play Torchlit. But I played with 4 other people a game of Torchlit. So it was a 5-player game. It was a bit crazy with 5, but I still love the game. It's a fantastic trick-taking game where you want to predict what door you're going to be at, and you advance on the door track by winning tricks, but also by matching numbers of the winning card.
So, like, if Steph is going to win with a zero trump, and I just slough off a 0, I could advance right along with her. I wish that Torchlight gave some sort of points to whoever advances the farthest in this Torch dungeon. I think that's the only change that I would have made in development, is give me some incentive than just standing in front of a certain door. So
yeah, so Yeah, sure.
That's the first time you've heard that from me, so I see you chewing on that statement.
Yeah, I get that, but like the idea
there's no incentive for me to go farther.
No, the incentive is
to line up in front of a door.
Line up in front of the door that you pick. So like when we played.
Yeah, but if I want to do a 1 or a 2, it's far easier for me than to do a 6 or a 7.
I agree. It's hard to go further.
And you're not going to get more doors for going to 6 and 7, generally speaking.
Sure. So I get that.
That's my one concern with Torchlit. That said, I do enjoy the game.
So I had a great time playing. I love Torchlit a lot. So we did a video for it, and then afterwards I sleeved the game, and I had to take up the insert, and there was content under the insert. And I'm like, there's like a mini expansion underneath the insert. I didn't know. And
we didn't know.
I sleeved that too, but we haven't played it.
Not yet.
I think that one you'll need to play with people who know the game.
For sure.
It's slightly more advanced. But dang, I want to play. And I think that the game is probably best with four players, just because 5, it gets a little bit crazy. Just 'cause anything can happen really with 5, and you have less card information, so it's like harder to predict. So it's a little bit more chaos. But then you joined us for the next game of Papa You, which I renamed to Chaos Hearts.
Chaos Hearts.
It is a game of hearts, but it is so chaotic.
So
I had a good time with this. It's
in Papayo.
Papayo.
Papayooo. And this was not provided. This was just something that I
picked up a huge stack of games at Tennessee Game Days, and this was just one of them.
So this is your standard kind of trick taker that you don't want to win any tricks at all. You are going to pass some number of cards to your left, and here's the thing that needed a little work. It's always to your left. It's always 4 cards.
Right. So at least in hearts, you pass one way, then this way, then this way.
Yeah. It's
so
left,
I feel
right.
like it should have done something like that, but yeah.
Pass across and no pass.
Right.
And I think this should have done something like that. Yeah. Like you said. There are the standard 4 suits, but
plus.
only goes from 1 to 10. Plus a Papayo suit that is 1 to 20. 1 to 10 for the normals, 1 to 20 for the Papayos. So a third of the deck is that. So this is you're gonna roll a die to find out which suit has basically the Queen of Spades in hearts, right? You don't want the Queen of Spades. No. That's half the points. The 7 of the suit that gets rolled.
After you pass cards.
After you've already passed. The 7 of the one that gets rolled is the bad card.
Is the minus.
It's going to give you
points.
minus 40.
You did not play with fun people.
You did not like Papayo, says James. I thought it was a lot of fun.
It's Chaos Hearts.
And that's the weird thing, is that I rarely go to a convention where I play so many good games. I'm not even talking great games, but I'm also saying that they're not horrible games. This was a solidly good game.
My expectation was really low.
My bar was super low.
Super low.
So if you can short yourself a suit, hopefully you don't get something that puts you dead in line to get that 7.
But
now remember, this person also wants to get rid of 9s, 8s, 10s.
Yeah, that's also the risk in hearts, though. You get rid of a suit and you get stuck with the queen. Like if someone plays the spade, then I'm just
so it's
done.
Very much like hearts.
It is. That's why I say chaos.
But here's the thing: Papayo is a suit.
Yes.
None of the cards are worth anything except Papayo cards, which are the Chaos Hearts. And the 7 of whatever that is, which is equivalent to the Black Queen. Here's the thing. You might think 40 points is a lot. but all the Papillon cards are worth their face value. So the 2019 and 1817, all worth full face value. Just 3 of those cards will be worse than the Papillon card.
Yeah, so if you win that trick, that's not good. But basically, there's 250 points to be had, and you'd want 0 points.
You want 0.
So you're probably going to get stuck with some cards.
So the final score, James 291, Steph 151, Jeffrey 135, Jonathan 147. I got a whopping 26 points.
You did well. You did. We tried to stick you with cards.
You did try to stick me with cards, and I was like, you're not sticking me with cards. So how far is Saturday night? Because I'm already into Sunday morning at this point.
We played 3 more games after Papillon.
Oh, that night. Because we played super late Saturday night.
Yeah, we played super late.
Of course, it shows the Sunday in my app.
Well, yeah, me too.
Then we broke out a game called
Ley Lines.
Ley Lines
From Arcane Wonders.
Yes.
Which we didn't actually play.
We did not play it. There was some kind of problem with it.
It was long for that time of night.
So we saw it had a bunch of similar dice. So we took the dice out. 2 people in the group said, I've never played Liar's Dice before, because we were talking about another game that was Liar's Dice, Kazuka.
We were talking about zoos and
which led us to Kazuka, which led us to Liar's Dice, which led us to people not played it.
Played Liar's Dice, so
we wrote a board that matched Plate's version of Liar's Dice and played Liar's Dice just rolling behind our hands.
Yeah, we just used shields.
And we played legitimate Plate version of Liar's Dice.
Which is the original version of Liar's Dice too.
No, the wilds are a little different in Plate's version and some other versions.
I only played that Plate's versions in my history of Liar's Dice. So.
Usually it's just 1 to 6.
Okay, I've never played that.
Yeah, where you're just strictly going up by 5 5s, 5 6s, 6 3s.
Yeah, I always played it with a wild. In the Liar's Dice I've played it.
So there are a couple flavors, and that makes that different. So, and James won that one because he held on to all 5 dice, and we were all doing poorly compared to him. Then who said they hadn't played Picomino before? Jeffrey?
Well, I went to this. I was just like, so at our convention you could just buy games around the room. And
distributed flea market, games all around the room.
I saw the good version of Picomino with the box this big.
With the tiles. With the chunky nice tiles.
So it's like the nice version of Picomino. And it played 5, and I'm like, well, we could play this.
And we did, because I often play this if it's not Quicks we're playing at a restaurant, it is sometimes Picomino.
Because you have the app that doesn't exist.
Right.
Yeah.
The app doesn't exist anymore.
Oh, God, no. I don't think so.
So I am unsure about that because I have the app and it works until it doesn't.
Yeah, exactly.
So in Picomino, you are rolling dice, numbers from 1 to 5 plus a worm. Worms are also worth 5, but you have to have a worm in order to catch the worms on the grill. You're birds trying to eat worms.
Yeah.
So you roll dice, you keep all of 1 value. You roll dice again, you keep all of 1 value. You cannot keep a value you've previously kept. If all you have rolled is just the things you've kept, then you have busted and you have to give back 1 of your worms and possibly burn some that are on the grill. Ultimately, your goal is to try to collect the biggest stack of worms. If I roll a number that's in front of somebody and it's their tile on top, I can take it and put it on my stack. So I would call it a classic by this point. From Zog zum Spielen. Be sure to check that out, I would say.
Oh, yeah.
And I did terrible. I had 0 points. Steph had the most points, and then everyone went into Let's Attack Steph mode, and then Jonathan sneaked out with a win.
Ridiculous.
Then we ended the night with Take a Seat. From 25th Century Games.
It's a game that we learned recently. And
am I right on that?
Yep,
25th?
Yep. And it handles a lot of people really well because you're all doing things simultaneously. So at night, when it's just a bunch of you, it's easy to play.
Yep.
Right?
And it's as a pass and write.
Yes. And so super cool because you're trying to like seat people on your grid and like your theater. And there's different goals. So there's reasons to sit people in different places. So the writing part of it is filling out these different tickets and taking these polyomino shapes and like then you have to put that polyomino into that at least a little bit into the section of the color and the matching color. And then you get all these cool powers, but if you don't take the power, you can get points. So it's like, when do you take the power? When do you take the points? When do you cross
And do you want to kill the spot for that power?
I know, because you might want it later. And so like you have to decide. You don't know what you need. I know, it's really hard. So it's really a really nice game. I would almost want more maps. Like it's been a couple plays, but for now I'm enjoying it, and maybe they'll do more content for it. So
I'll probably say this during the top 10 as well, but my concern with this is not the innovation. I think this is super innovative for it to be a pass and write, where you're a share and write.
Yeah.
Where you are sharing content with your left and right neighbors.
Right.
I also really enjoy the thing where it's not like a between two cities, a between two castles sort of scoring where our thing is one score and this is another score. And ultimately, if this is the best, then either this one or that one wins for one of us, which I got to say, not a big fan of that scoring.
No.
So Take a Seat improves on both of those. It really is hurt with replayability. There are a whopping 2 maps. And yes, the goals change things up, but not really by a lot. It's, hey, fill up all of the red seats. Hey, fill up all the purple seats. Hey, fill up all the yellow seats. And
yeah. I have the same feeling. While I really, really like it, innovated.
Yes.
They could have switched up with like different shapes of tickets and like different.
Yeah, the tickets are always the same.
Like
they could have been card tickets, and yes, there are pass and write cards, but maybe they couldn't find a way to elegantly pass that back and forth.
But I think they do handle the middle situation better than every other middle situations. So
I agree. It's hard to think of what to recommend for them to do with an expansion to fix some of those issues. I don't know. I want that, but
for now, for me, it's better. A keeper, and then I can bring it out to play every once in a while, and I like it enough for that.
Yes.
For a few plays a year, what even still like. It takes a lot for me to keep a game these days, but I want to keep it because I like it.
Yeah. And then it was Sunday. And I played
a big game.
And you played with other people.
A big game.
Yeah, what did you play?
I played Sweetlands. It was a very long game. I taught 2 people, and I definitely broke one of them.
Yeah, you broke Jeffrey.
I broke him. Sorry. Didn't mean to. On the plus side, they both really love the game. So
on the minus side, you played Sweetlands.
On the minus side, we played Sweetlands because Michael don't like it.
I don't like it.
But I still like it.
The more I think about it, the less I like it.
I know. And the more I talk about it, the less you like it. It is what it is.
Yeah, it's got a weakness, and if y'all have seen the videos where we talk about it, I talk about the weakness, and it's just gotten more pronounced the more I talk about it and hear what happens, and actually when I'm watching y'all play it. So anyway, and I played Station Fall. This is my first time running a game of Station Fall, and I told James and Susan and Tim, I was like, okay, this is going to be maybe a little bit of a slog because it's the first time that, I've run a game like this, and I want to get as good running Station Ball as my other experience games, Battlestar and Nemesis, both of which I can run
smoothly,
like flawlessly by this point.
Yeah.
Station Ball, it worked. It went really well because they had played
before
the intro thing, and they didn't get all the way through it when they were at BGG Con, but they almost did. Tim was brand new, but he picks up games really quickly.
Did he enjoy it?
Yes, he really did.
Oh, cool.
So I was the Astro Chimp and the Medical Bot, and I could choose which one I wanted as my primary. I chose the Astro Chimp. Ultimately, I had to take control of the Astro Chimp in order to escape with enough points, because Tim pressed the abandon ship button, which caused the pods to all unlock, and I'm like, and James moved my Astro Chimp into the escape pod, and I'm like, I better all the way back out and take over the character. Problem is, when you take over a character, they become a target, and so I had to take over the character.
That's for sure.
I ran out. I grabbed the artifact from a character that was carrying it, hopped back in the escape pod, and left. So I didn't get points for carrying a helmet. I didn't get points for carrying the gun. But James had the character that got points if the artifact made it to Earth. And thanks to the Astro Chimp, this stupid monkey gave him points for taking the artifact to Earth.
How dare you?
We were 7 points to 7 points to 7 points to 11 points. And while I am not a fan of the scoring system,
I hate the scoring system in that.
Ultimately, that play won James the game, and it should have won him the game. So I can't complain about the outcome.
Fair. It's not enough points for the amount of work I'm doing in that game.
So that's the same weak argument people make about Arc Nova. Oh, I ain't playing all this time to get negative points. It's a relative number. Would you feel better if it was 1,100 points?
Yes.
It's still ultimately 11.
No, I know.
Doesn't. Did you have fun? That's the only thing that should matter.
It did not have fun in that game.
So
isn't
that enough points for all the time? You can win Arc Nova with 1 point.
Yeah, I like Arc Nova.
Yeah, but there are people who say I don't like it because I get negative points.
I don't care.
Would you feel better if you started off with 400?
I would rather just
spotted points.
Have a lot more points, like for different things that I'm doing or whatever, not just like a few things here, a few things there.
Yeah, and I wish, I wish that there was another scoring standard by which there could be multiple winners. But then ultimately, you gotta have one big winner. You can't. So I get it. You can't just say, if you do goals A, B, C, and D, or at least 3 of those, you have won, because it's too easy for someone to go, oh, you need this one goal to win? Boom! You don't get that goal anymore. So I get it. I get why it's the way it is. But I'm hopeful that there is a better scoring system out there. Until then, it is a 9 out of 10 for me.
11 is like a 5 out of 10 for me.
Oh, I know.
I don't like just moving whatever character I want to move. I want to just be my character.
I get it.
I played one more game at the very, very end before we got kicked out of the room. Mm-hmm. I taught people how to play Tipperary because my friend Wesley gave me these little towers for it that go perfectly, because there's towers in the game that are cardboard, but he gave me these like 3D printed ones or regular ones. I don't know what it is, but they're awesome. I love it. And it was great to play with them. So that was really sweet of him.
Didn't James have some pictures of the same type of towers?
No, that was me. I thought James had printed it, but it was actually Wesley who gave me those.
Oh, cool.
So that was really sweet.
Yeah.
And I love Tipperary. As many people know, I've been playing a boatload of Tipperary. I think it's...
You and Cosmic Beat.
All day, every day, it's freaking Tipperaries. Now, Cosmic Beat's the guru. I'm not, so I'm just not good. But
I have yet to play it, so we'll see.
Yeah, I think you'll like it.
Yeah, probably.
It's very simple. It's very like quick, which is nice, and it has really weird polyomino shapes. So it's just cool.
Yeah,
it's a nice filler.
And so that is our weekly recap. Talk about all the games we play.
Yeah,
and give you the unfiltered opinions.
I played games last night, but we'll talk about it on Sunday.
That's next week's weekly recap.
Yeah.
Though I gotta say,
a few days late for this.
I gotta say, they do qualify for our top 10 games we played today. Do not qualify. But we didn't play any. So.
I did learn one game yesterday, but it was really bad, so it's not gonna make my top 10.
Well, we'll have to find out on next week's weekly recap. So you got to be back here checking us out either on YouTube or on Twitch. Be sure to check out our YouTube channel. Just search for Board Gamer Steph. We have 2,100 videos of teaches, playthroughs, weekly recaps, game overviews, and everyone's favorite top 10 videos, which we're going to be filming next. Or even better, you can join us on twitch.tv/BoardGamerSteph every Wednesday and Sunday night at 5 p.m. Central, and we stream 3 games or more every single stream. So come join us on Twitch, where we bring you all the games.
And for those on Twitch, we'll be right back.